What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Twin Wrestle Pod. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, man. Today is a sad day in pro wrestling. Today, we talk about John Cena's final match, which takes place tonight, December 13th, 2025, Saturday night's main event at 7 p.m. Eastern, exclusively on Peacock. So if you don't have your Peacock subscription, make sure you get it so you can watch John Cena's final match. Let's get into it, man. Start of the year to the end of the year. It's been a quick year. John Cena has some bangers. He's been doing on his interview run that he's been having the last couple weeks. Whether it's Chris Van Vliet, Joe Rogan, Pat McAfee, he was just on yesterday or maybe earlier today. Don't remember. But it might have been yesterday. But talking about everything, all the questions people wanted to ask about his retirement tour, the good, the bad, the heel turn, the lack of the bit moments, and things that made sense in a heel turn if you want to go that route. I think everything Cena did this year was pretty good. It was really good. Stuff you want to see him do if it wasn't his retirement run. Like the shit with R-Truth was cool. Got to mix it up with Cody Rhodes twice. Go against Orton. Man, he even listed most of the things. So I highly encourage people to go watch those interviews. Just look up John Cena's interviews and you'll find the majority of those. That just happened the past couple weeks. But we're here to talk about Saturday night's main event. Our predictions for Saturday night's main event. We have the AAA special, which is 4 matches. And John Cena's wishes were a group of exhibition matches from the present to the future. So those who represent NXT and TNA and WWE main roster currently. So, with all that out of the way, salute John Cena, and let's get into the predictions of Saturday night's main event. All right, man. First up, we had John Cena in the background. You already know. I don't know if this is a WWE Tag Team Championship match, but I think it is. The team of AJ Lee and I call him AJ Lee. AJ Styles and Dragon Lee. That's a good mashup between the names, right? The Raw World Tag Team Champions defending their Tag Team Championships against TNA X Division Champion Leon Slater and NXT's young hot upstart Javon Evans. Now, for the people who haven't seen Javon Evans and Leon Slater go, they are going to be the future of the business within the next 10 years, for sure. These two are great singles competitors. They've been a tag team for a short couple of weeks, maybe a month and a half, but they've been having banger matches going to the NXT Halloween Havoc matchup. But they've been killing it, man. So I'm happy to see this match. I cannot wait for this. A bunch of Mitch Styles, AJ Styles, and Dragon Lee, who's no slouch of himself, mixing it up with Leon and mixing it up with Javon. This is going to be a hell of a high-flying type of matchup. I expect this to kick off the show for real because WWE want to showcase their young talent, and Javon and Leon Slater is definitely going to be going crazy in this matchup. Leon Slater is still scheduled. Is still on the contract to TNA, but I expect that to change within the next year or so for sure. He's definitely going to be WWE bound. And it's not a bad thing because they both work. Both companies work with each other, so you know. I'm going to take AJ Styles and them in this matchup, just because it's the Raw World Tag Team Championships on the line. I don't see them losing them championships at all. Leon Slater and Javon Evans still have a lot of work to do on their own rights. Leon Slater got to defend his X Division Championship coming up pretty soon. Javon Evans, he did win the Iron Survivor, but I don't know if he cashed it in this past Tuesday on NXT to face Obafemi. Don't know. So I still think he got that ongoing issue there. So they're not going to win these tag team championships here. It's going to be a hell of a match, though. But I'm taking AJ Styles and I'm taking Dragon Lee to retain the World Tag Team Championships. Next up, we have another exhibition matchup. The former WWE Women's Speed Champion and also North American NXT Women's Champion at the same time, Sol Ruka, If you don't know about Sol Ruka, she is very, very talented. She has one of the best finishing moves in WWE right now at this current moment in the Soul Snatcher. Awesome maneuver. She was just coming off injury, probably maybe 2.5, 3 weeks ago. She lost both her championships, one to Blake Monroe, and the Speed Championship got stripped from her because of injury. And she lost both belts. But now she's in the main spotlight here. That's our next main event. She's going against Bayley. I think this is like a... Bayley is such a wonderful human, man. She just had a recent tryout, like seminar with indie women's wrestlers or wrestlers from a different company to join her and, hone in on her skills to maybe become a WWE superstar or AEW superstar, whatever the case may be, wherever their futures lead them. But she just had like a 3-day weekend seminar teaching other women on the indies what it takes to be like a superstar in a professional type of sense. Those bits and tips that you need coming up. And I view this as WWE giving Bayley her flowers, man, because this year from start, she wasn't treated the best earlier this year. She got replaced in the WrestleMania tag team match for Becky. But ever since then, she's been doing great stuff in the mid-card scene with the IC strap and her and Lyra Valkyria. So this is another tip to the cap for Bayley to have something in her feather to end the year. And what a way to showcase it by being on John Cena's final show in Saturday Night's Main Event. And Bayley is one of the persons you want to be in the ring with if you're a young up-and-comer. She can teach you a ton of things, whether it's her, Charlotte, or Becky. Those are three women you want to be in the ring with. And I can't think of nobody better to be in the ring with than Bayley. So my prediction for this matchup, this is kind of tough here. Just kind of tough. I don't know. This matchup is so up in the air, man, because Bayley, she don't lose nothing in defeat here. They just putting Sol Ruka on a pillar maybe to be called up to the main roster next. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take Sol Ruka. I think this is where NXT get their first victory. And you showcase Sol Ruka, and she's going to be in the main roster sooner rather than later after this matchup. Maybe debuting in the Royal Rumble, and then she's in the main roster after that. So I'm going to take Sol Ruka for the win here. I doubt you might see a little bit more NXT influence, whether it's Blake Monroe or Zarya, and that end up costing her Sol Ruka the matchup. If that's the case, then Bayley's definitely going to win. But I'm going to take Sol Ruka for now. All right, semi-main event time. WWE Undisputed Champion Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare, taking on the Ruler. Yeah, the NXT champ, Oba Femi. If you don't know, Oba Femi is that fucking guy. He's next in line. He's got the look. Everything WWE preaching about Braun Breaker now, Oba is next in line. He's got the look, got the height, he got the wrestling skills, the talking skills. He got the whole package, man. And it's going to be a wonderful showcase for him. And this could have went either way, okay? Whether it's Oba versus Cody or Ricky Saints versus Cody. But they chose Oba, and we all know why. This was probably the reason he wasn't in the last Time Is Now tournament, because the whole eventual plan was to showcase him at Saturday Night's Main Event. So this is going to be a hell of a match between these two. This is like a David versus Goliath type of situation, but Cody isn't like that little from compared to Oba Femi. But this is going to be a hell of a match. I can't wait for it. I don't think you'll get no clean finish, though. Cody is still hell-bent on Drew McIntyre, as we've seen from this past Friday. So I expect Drew McIntyre to make his presence known, attack Cody, and maybe help Oba win the match when Oba don't see Drew McIntyre there, or it's going to be a DQ. But I just can't imagine them having a DQ. I just can't imagine them having a DQ on this pay-per-view. That'd suck. So I'm going to go with Drew McIntyre coming out there, hitting Cody for the distraction. Oba don't see it, and then Oba gets in the ring, hits him with his finisher, and picks up the win, and Oba is showcased as the main guy coming out from NXT. Finally, the main event. John Cena stated it as so yesterday on Pat McAfee. He is going to end the night. John Cena versus Gunther in John Cena's final match. Gunther went through the tournament, beat Carmelo Hayes, beat Javon Evans, beat Solo Sikoa, and he beat LA Knight in the finals to get his shot at John Cena and end the career of John Cena at Saturday Night's Main Event. We do know earlier this year, in the summer, he ended Goldberg's career at Saturday Night's Main Event back in July. And this has been the plan probably going back since maybe late August, early September. It was always earmarked for Gunther to win the tournament and be Cena's final opponent. I wish they would have went a different route, but I understand why. But no better opponent for Cena to have his last match than Gunther. Gunther's been having bangers. It's been proven in the tournament since he's been back. Been proven this whole year. John Cena, on the other hand, had a wonderful year, man. I enjoyed John Cena's year. Came by so quick. So many bangers. AJ Styles, Cody Rhodes, Logan Paul, Randy Orton, etc. You name them. So many bangers this year. His match with Dominic on Raw was way better than the one he had at Survivor Series. It's bittersweet because it's John Cena's final match. And John Cena made a quote on the Joe Rogan podcast that a lot of people are going to forget about him after this match. He can be more wrong. A lot of people are not going to forget about John Cena. Granted, WWE programmers are going to move on, but fans won't move on at all. Couple cool things before we get to my predictions for this match. This past week on YouTube, WWE dropped an awesome tribute to John Cena with all the superstars in the back either saying I can see you now, or congrats John, thank you John. It was a cool ass 4 minute video that I encourage a lot of people to watch. Every superstar, Brock Lesnar was included in there, CM Punk, Roman Reigns, all giving their thanks to John Cena. Very, very cool special tribute to him as well. And they also dropped a tribute from fans live, wherever the arena they was in, whether it's Lyon, France, Philly, etc. Any city they were in, they had like this microphone set up in a big room, like a lobby or something, and the fans were speaking and thanking John Cena. So those were two cool videos I've seen over these past couple of days in tributes to John Cena. Now, my prediction for this one, I'm taking John Cena, man. Yes, we all know the traditional route for pro wrestling. When it's your last match, you are seen looking up at the lights with the 1, 2, 3 and your shoulders pinned to the mat. A loss here for Gunther does not deter him whatsoever. You just leave the crowd with a happy ending for John Cena's final match if John Cena do win. Kind of like how Sting did 2 years ago at Revolution. The AEW did so wonderful with his send-off, having his sons in there, coming in there and helping him, delivering stinger splashes, and having them defeat the Young Bucks, man. Tip my cat off at AEW for that. And I think WWE need to follow suit here. That's the right move is not for John Cena to lose. The right move is for John Cena to win this match, man. It's the right move. Let him go out on top, man. No one loses anything. Gunther may say he retired both John Cena and Goldberg, but nah, that ain't the right move, man. So I'm gonna go John Cena here. I see no other outcome there need to be than John Cena winning and thanking the fans and having that wonderful send-off, similar to Sting had at Revolution all those years ago. So I'm taking John Cena in this matchup, man. Hopefully it does happen, and that's my predictions for the Saturday night's main event. It'll be on in about 5 or 6 hours from now, so y'all get your Peacock subscription and go watch it, man. I'm about to go do the same. So I'll see you guys in the next video, man, and we might review it afterwards. Peace out, Joe.